Cassie Davis is a well-loved actor who is best known for her unforgettable parts in Tyler Perry's House of Pain and the media series. For decades, her quick wit and big personality have made people laugh and smile. Some people really like her because of how funny she is on screen, but not many people know who she is behind the laughs. Cassie Davis has kept a lot of her personal life out of the public eye for years, which has led to a lot of rumors. Now that she's 59, she's finally breaking her silence and telling people deeply personal facts that could change how they always see her. There are going to be shocking and inspiring parts of Cassie Davis's story, but one thing is for sure, it's much more complicated than most people thought. So what does she finally want to say? Let us check out the real story behind Cassie Davis's journey. Fans have a lot of ideas, some of which are true and many of which are not. Her love life has been one of the biggest secrets about her. Many people think she was never married or decided to stay single because she was so famous, but not much is known about her relationships. But now Cassie is finally telling the truth. She has been in a long-term relationship that has been kept secret for years, despite what most people think. She's been married to the man she calls her best friend since 2017. What kind of man is her husband, and why did she choose to keep their relationship quiet? She must have a reason to not tell anyone about it. Cassie has always been the target of stories and talk. Things have gotten out of hand lately, though. A death fake was spread online about the star, whose husband says he doesn't use social media. So they posted a picture of the fake story on Instagram with the words "This is a lie" written over it in big red letters. The fake news story said that 58-year-old Cassie Davis had died of lung cancer. There were many signs that the story was not true. First, her first name was put wrong in the title, and the information was taken from nowhere. Also, the way the dates were formatted wasn't the same as how they are formatted in the US. Month, day, year. The fake news story was from February 12th. It's interesting that more people searched for Cassie Davis on Google on Monday night in both North America and South Africa. Someone started the scam and her husband told them, "Please stop. You should be careful when you speak death over a child of God. This woman is loved by millions and you're hurting a lot of people." He also told his fans that Davis is fine and living her best life, trouble-free and without any fears or concerns. He told her that she needs to wait to film the next season of House of Pain. The fact was backed up by many stars. Tamar Braxton, a singer and television star, wrote on the post and said, "I had a full-on panic attack until I got a text from her." Sometimes celebrities have to deal with rumors that are far from true. Cassie is great because she knows how to fight back the right way. Though Cassie hasn't talked about something darker and more important, and she's still going around social media about it. If you don't know what Cassie has been through, you will never get the whole picture. First, let's take a quick look at her life before she became an actress. That's Cassie Davis's full name. She was born in Holly Springs, Mississippi, on July 31, 1964. She grew up in a small town where family and church were very important. She doesn't talk much about her parents, but they were very religious and gave her strong ideals like being honest and working hard. Her past had a big impact on many parts of her life, including her personal and professional life. Cassie has always been good at performing skills, even when she was young. Right away, her parents saw how talented she was and pushed her to get involved in singing and theater. She joined the band and school plays, which helped her find that she loved acting. With help from her family, these early events paved the way for a great career in show business. Cassie Davis decided to follow her love for music by going to Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, after she graduated from high school. Spelman College for Women was known for putting a lot of emphasis on the arts, which made it a great place for Cassie to improve her singing skills. She had a lot of chances to learn about different parts of acting and the arts while she was at Spelman. There were, however, some hard times for Cassie at Spelman College. She was a very religious Christian, and her faith was very important to her and helped her make many choices. Being so dedicated to her views got in the way of a big problem when it came time for a required concert in college. Cassie wanted to sing a Christian song that was very important to her. They didn't let her play the song she had chosen, though, because the college administration had strict rules about what kinds of music could be played at public concerts. Cassie had to make the hard choice to leave Spelman College without finishing her degree because she felt misled by what she saw as a rejection of her core values. This choice was a big turning point in her life because it made her want to find her own way outside of regular schooling. In 2008, after many years and a great acting career, Cassie felt she had to go back to Spelman and finish what she had begun. She thought that getting her degree could lead to even more chances outside of playing. She was determined and driven, so she went back to school. In 2009, she got her degree with pride, adding another accomplishment to her already amazing list. Giving up Spelman College was a hard choice for Cassie Davis, but it opened up new opportunities for her. She started to work on her acting and singing careers as soon as she moved to Atlanta. Even though Cassie didn't have a degree at the time, her remarkable skills and unwavering drive helped her do well in the tough entertainment business. For many years, she played many different parts in theater and on TV, slowly becoming known in the business. Cassie kept a strong connection to her Christian religion throughout her trip. The jobs she chose and the projects she worked on were affected by her views, which affected both her personal and professional choices. Cassie Davis's playing career began in 1988 with a part in the important movie School Days, which showed how hard it is to be black in college. In a big way, this was her first big chance to show off her skills. Even though she only had a small part, it was important enough for people in the business to notice her. Chip Fields, a famous actress, singer, and director, noticed Cassie Davis early in her career. This was a big deal. Chip saw that Cassie had a lot of promise and chose to be her mentor. He taught her important skills that helped her advance in her career. Cassie improved her playing skills and learned more about how the entertainment business works with Chip's help. Around the end of the 1980s and beginning of the 1990s, Cassie Davis began to become known for her work in movies and TV shows. She played minor roles on hit TV shows like Living Single and Married with Children, which helped her get experience and become known. A lot of people liked how she played these roles on these shows, especially how she knew when to be funny. She also played different parts in movies like Silent Bomb and A Different World, which showed how good an actor she was. When Cassie Davis met Tyler Perry, a famous writer, actress, and director, it was a turning point in her career. Perry, who is famous for sharing stories with a mix of comedy, drama, and morals, saw right away that Cassie was very talented. Perry first approached Cassie with an offer for her to be in one of his plays. Being in live theater was a big change for Cassie at the time. She had been in movies and TV shows before. That being said, Perry's resolve was a turning point in her career. Cassie and Tyler Perry worked together for the first time on a big project when she played Ella Payne in the play I Can Do Bad All by Myself. This show was not only a big deal for Cassie, but it was also the start of a very successful relationship between her and Perry. An important part of the success of the media series was Cassie's portrayal of Ella Payne. She was in popular movies like Medea's Family Reunion, Medea Goes to Jail, and Medea's Big Happy Family, which earned her a lot of praise and solidified her place in the entertainment industry. The part she played in Tyler Perry's House of Pain was one of her most well-known jobs. Hey Hey, when it first ran from 2007 to 2012, and then again, House of Pain was a big hit on pay TV. Cassie's role as Ella Payne won her a lot of respect from critics, including the prestigious NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. Cassie Davis has decided to keep her personal life pretty quiet besides her work achievements. Over the years, her privacy has led to interest and stories, including tales about her marital situation. Due to how well they worked together on TV, people thought for a long time that Cassie was married to her House of Pain co-star, LaVan Davis. Cassie Davis is actually married to Carrie Patton, who she has been with for a long time. They met for the first time in third grade and later got back in touch as adults. They said their vows in a secret wedding in 2017 after knowing each other for decades. Not on a movie set, but in the hallways of Cassie and Carrie's high school, their love story started. The couple has a special bond that goes back to when they were teenagers. Cassie even said in an interview that she had liked Carrie since she was in sixth grade. It looks like fate had a plan for these two lovers. They were going in different directions in life, but fate changed things. Cassie and Carrie found their way back to each other after being apart for almost 20 years. We met in the third grade, but as you get older, you can't stay together forever, the actress said. We went our separate ways for about 20 years, but God brought us back together in 2007. Cassie and Carrie's paths crossed again, and they spent the next 10 years being friends, lovers, and companions. They were together for 10 years through all of life's ups and downs before they decided to get married. Cassie said in an interview, "We started dating and talking in 2007, and my goodness, we kept in touch and are now deeply connected." Cassie and Carrie's love story is not like most love stories. The actor, who is 56 years old, said that her marriage to her husband is truly fascinating. Even though they are famous, the pair lives a quiet life, staying away from the attention of the public and social media. They've been through a lot together over the years, but Cassie said, "Our arguments are beautiful, and our reconciliations are beautiful." Cassie always supported Carrie when things got tough, especially when the actor had a health problem that affected part of her face. Even with all of these problems, their friendship stays strong. Today we celebrate the love story of Cassie Davis and Carrie Patton. Their love shows that real love has no boundaries. From being high school friends to now being married, their story shows how beautiful it is to find love again and make a bond that lasts. The wedding of two people whose love story is truly enchanting took place in the traditional Victorian church at the Church of the Flowers. They have decided to keep their lives quiet, even though they have a lot of fans. They stay out of the public eye and don't have any kids. Things changed after a crazy death fake went around the internet. People were shocked and saddened by the news that a well-known and loved one had died. As the fake news spread, things got out of hand, but it was soon clear that these reports were not true at all. Tyler Perry, who has worked with Cassie for a long time, stepped in to make things clear and cool down. His answer was very important in calming everyone down and setting the record straight. When the death fake went public, Cassie's close friends and coworkers stepped up to say she was actually fine. Everyone felt better after hearing them say that in public, especially fans who were worried about the false information. That being said, the whole thing showed that Cassie had been hiding a health problem for a while. Many fans thought something wasn't right, but Cassie finally told everyone what was really going on in an honest interview. Cassie talked about the health problems she was having and said that she had been diagnosed with Bell's palsy. If this condition gets worse, it can make one side of the face suddenly weak or paralyzed. This is very hard for an actor because it changes how she looks and how she expresses herself. First, some people saw that one side of her face was drooping and thought she had had a stroke, which was not the case. This mistake got worse when Cassie started to limp, which led to more rumors that she might have had a stroke. She has explained why her face is drooping, but she hasn't talked about the reason for her limp in public. Cassie Davis has been dealing with her condition since March 2020. She said in an interview that it doesn't make her feel better, but can be interesting. She talked about her religion and said she thinks God will take care of it when the time is right. She also said that her husband has always been there for her and that she doesn't worry about people who judge others because of disabilities or things they can't change. She thinks that people who would pull away over these kinds of things are not worth having in her life. According to Cassie, she has not been around anyone who treated her differently or wouldn't talk to her because of her illness. She was grateful for the help she had gotten and kept a strong attitude, saying that she would face any problems head-on. In the end, she thinks that she is strong enough to deal with this because God let her go through it. Cassie first noticed that she had Bell's palsy in 2020 when she noticed that one side of her face hung down and her muscles were hard to control. The news came as a surprise and it was hard for her to accept. But even with all of these problems, Cassie's strong faith and positive outlook helped her get through this hard time. Her religion, family, and friends gave her a lot of strength and support, which helped her deal with her illness and keep working at her job. Cassie Davis talked about how she was able to keep working even though she had Bell's palsy in her interview. In her work life, she talked about the changes she made, like using different lighting and makeup methods. Cassie got a lot of support from people in the entertainment business. She was helped by Tyler Perry and other cast and crew members from House of Pain, who made sure she could keep working by making the required accommodations. Her support and advice were very important in keeping her confidence and focus, which helped her do her best even when things got tough. Cassie Davis has done a lot to raise knowledge about Bell's palsy and the importance of being strong by talking about her own experiences. Her honesty has inspired a huge number of people, showing that faith, persistence, and a strong support system are important for getting through life's problems. Cassie Davis has come a long way in the entertainment business. As of early 2024, her impressive net worth of $6 million shows how successful she is. The beautiful house she lives in was built in 1990 and is a sign of her success and good taste. There are 3 large bedrooms and 4 elegant bathrooms in this luxurious home. There are beautiful views of a calm lake from the house, making it a great place to relax in the evenings. In addition to its beautiful views, Cassie's house has a game room and a media room, making it great for people who like to rest and watch movies. It is easy to get to a lot of different services from the house because of its location. Hey, there are beaches, golf courses, shops, bars, and gambling. Cassie Davis's castle is more than just a house. It's a way of life that is full of style and grace, where every moment is beautiful and comfortable. Cassie Davis wants to make a change even though she has done a lot of great things in the entertainment industry. She strongly backs educational programs that give minority teens and young adults the tools they need to do well in school and in the workplace. Along with her work to support education, Cassie is also very involved in her community. She leads efforts to bring about good change in the area, whether it's by planning events, volunteering, or taking part in activities that improve the neighborhood. Cassie also gives a lot of money to different causes, focusing on things like healthcare, social equality, and fighting poverty. Her dedication to helping others and love for the different cultures that make our world a better place show that she believes the arts can bring about good change. As she continues to do well in her job and in her community work, her story serves as a reflection of how strong it is to keep going and how important it is to make a difference in the world. Cassie Davis is an amazing actor, but she is also persistent and creative. Her journey from a poor family in Mississippi to a recognized star on TV and in the theater shows how hard work and dedication can pay off. Her net worth shows how important her services to the entertainment industry are, and she continues to inspire many people. Cassie Davis's story is something to be proud of, no matter how long you've been a fan or how new you are to her work.